Good morning and welcome to the At Home with Roby show. I'm Ashley Davis along with Trent Haston, President and CEO of the Roby family of companies. We're your hosts. Thanks for spending your Sunday morning with us. Whether you're in the car or on the couch, you're always at home with Roby. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's andrewroby.com. Trent, great to be back in the studio with you. We've got a great show. If you're just tuning in, stay with us through the break because we're going to be joined by Nicole Goolsby. She's the vice president of our Raleigh division. Yeah. She lives up at the lake. She's very involved in the building community, both historically up at the lake, but now she's running the Raleigh division for us, Trent, and it's great to see that growth across the state that the Andrew Roby Company's had.
No, it is. And the great thing about Nicole and how she became part of the Roby family and her background and how we met and is you practice what you preach and you just try to do the right thing. And as I am currently the president and served on the Home Builders Association of Greater Charlotte board for 6 or 7 years, and I'm the president this year, and I get involved and I go volunteer and I do stuff for our industry. Just because that's what we stand for. She does the same thing and has done it for years and years on her end, and that's how we met. And she, I think, had met some of our guys before and seen what we're about, and then we met and we jived so well we became friends, and then opportunities happened. So this opportunity opened up, and I think it's wonderful. It's practicing what you preach, in my opinion, and it's paying it forward to get the results out the backside.
Absolutely, and
without ever knowing what they're going to be.
And we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when we had Dennis and Catherine on from the HBA of Greater Charlotte. It's great to see people that are like-minded, trying to do the right thing, build quality homes for people, and help people get into that, really what the American dream is. It's great to see you collaborate, talk to one another, meet one another, network, and now she's working with you to help build this Raleigh division. That's the point of the HBA, so it's good to see it kind of come full circle.
Right, and it's the same thing with our involvement in NARI and other business leaders, the Charlotte organization and other organizations. So it's great. I do want to say a little something about how the Raleigh division came about. And everybody says, "Oh, what are you going to open next? Oh, what And I go, no plans really. Our plan is focus. Like, we're very diversified. We have 4 construction geographical locations. We have 3 electrical locations. We have electrical business, and we have the real estate business. So, and we do handyman, commercial, and custom residential in all those arenas.
And commercial.
Yeah, commercial, handyman, and residential. So we got our hands full with diversification, but the way the we've said this before with realty, the way the diversification came about and why we're in Raleigh is we follow our clients. And our client, we've had Dick Johnson on the show, lives in Charlotte, lives at Lake Norman, been a client for years and years, was a great friend of my dad's, and he's a great friend of mine, just great family friend. His son was in school at Chapel Hill and wanted to purchase a historic house in the town of Durham. So Dick said, just kind of like I've told the story about Bill and Marianne. We've had Marianne on. That's how we went to the coast. Dick also took us. We built a mountain house for him. But he said, hey, I want you to do this. It's a historic house. I want it done right. I want my son to be taken care of. I want to involve y'all in it, and you and my son will get along. So that's how it started. So it isn't like we're over here trying to say, oh, my gosh, put a pin on a map and I want to be in Atlanta.
Right.
And frankly, that was 4 or 5 years ago. Now, Charlotte has evolved so well that when a client wants to do something out of town for their second home or something, we can almost really consider doing it out of Charlotte before we go open an office and increase all that. So you live and you learn, but we like being in Raleigh. We're committed to Raleigh, and we see it as a great opportunity with the universities that are there and the growth that's there.
It's a tremendous amount of growth. I think Charlotte, Raleigh are always in those national lists when you see where places that are growing fast, people want to move, young millennials. We've talked about millennials on the show in the past. That's where people are moving. They want to grow. They want to build homes. They want to renovate homes. So it's a great space to be, and it's really a testament kind of is an evolution of what the Andrew Roby Company is all about, because you're reacting to what your clients need.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why you built things locally.
We're saying how
that's
high.
you spread,
When they say, "Will you please jump?" because we got a great relationship, we're saying how high. Also, I would like to say, when I was a kid, we went from Charlotte. You go to Myrtle Beach or South Charleston, or Wilmington's about as far north as you really go. The general population. You know, we went to Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, which is east of Raleigh, and for Bill Berry, and we got a great office out there. Well, most of that area at the coast comes from the Raleigh, Wilson, you know, the triad area. I want to say it right. The triangle area. That's where they vacation their whole life. So it really parlays pretty well, kind of like Boone parlays pretty well with Charlotte.
Right.
It parlays pretty well with Raleigh, so we're able to service our clients in multiple locations on their residences. So
so anything you need, mountains to the coast, Andrew Roby, we can take care of it. We'll build your mountain house, build your beach house, and when you send your son to Chapel Hill or your daughter, right, Trent, you're gonna put them up in a house there too.
Well, everybody knows I went to Chapel Hill,
yes.
And it made me feel good this week. My daughter Rowan said we were doing math. And she asked me a question. I said, I'm not that bright. I'm really not that bright. And she said, yeah, you are. You went to Chapel Hill. And I said, that don't make me. I got lucky. I'm not that bright. And she said, I want to go to Chapel Hill. And it's really like the first time she's ever really said, I want to go to Chapel Hill. I was like, I want you to go to Chapel Hill.
It's a great school. Great basketball.
On a scholarship.
On a scholarship. All right, Trent, we're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to be joined by Nicole Goolsby. She's from our Raleigh division. We're going to talk about all the things that she's doing up there with our Raleigh division. You're listening to the At Home with Roby show. Visit us today at andrewroby.com. That's Andrew, ROBY.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.